we have a Canadian golden ticket holder. It's Chris in Toronto. He deserves to be a part of this discussion. Let's go there right now. Hey, Chris, how are you?
Hey, Jim. Dang, Walmart Brothers taking care of Hawk. I mean, I guess we could say one thing that he does have going for him is that he's better than Jay Stu, whatever that's worth. Hey, great interview with the architect, Nick Nurse. Everybody wanted to point to Kawhi, but look at where we are minus him, but with the same head coach. Let's hope we get the season back to defend what's ours. And, Jim, it was a great weekend. I'm not sure what we're going to do now on Sunday nights without watching the GOAT. Wait. I'm not talking about the yellow-eyed assassin Michael Jordan. I mean, the guy MJ treated like a GOAT in this documentary was Scottie Pippen. Yo, what the heck did Scottie do to MJ besides help him win 6 chips to cause him to show every bad moment from his career? Was this an actual Bulls documentary or a continuation from MJ's Hall of Fame speech? I mean, I don't know who's happier that this is over, Krause's family or Pippen. Jim, in this documentary, MJ called himself both God and Black Jesus, which must have been very confusing to a guy from our beloved jungle that also, I guess, thinks that he's God. Apparently, the hack in Vegas has self-glossed himself as Smack Off Cal, the best to ever do it, and who said in an actual tweet, Jim and the crew just wanted to hear God on the radio, and today they got that. Jim, where do we even start with this? I mean, besides have Albie insert every single laugh track that he has. JTP, you guys do what you do with the whole God thing because all my comebacks would get me run. But, Jim, explain to me how someone that has never even placed in a smack-off is now taking Mike and Indy's shtick. I mean, Mike at least has half a smack-off win and some second-place finishes. Cal's greatest accomplishment is just getting on the air almost 4 years ago. Jim, Playoff P, which is Paul George's weird self-gloss despite not getting out of the first round since 2014, thinks this guy is delusional. Broadway Victor thinks you need a new self-gloss. So, hey, God, make sure you take your Sabbath day on 6/19. Yeah, I know, Cal. Hey, Chris, next time you come to Vegas, I'm going to fight you. Hey, Jim, finally, over the weekend, I did get a chance to check out the Stucknut Radio Smack Off show. And on a serious note, big ups to the Stucknut crew for putting this thing together. I mean, my boy Matt and Van represented, and Rick, I said Rick like in Buffalo, not Rit. Old man, turn up your hearing aid. And Caleb was in there. And Jim, it was a good show. And Rick asked about me. And then some wannabe comedian named Johnny Scabs took a run at me saying I sounded like someone who just logged into Stucknut, heard some takes, and then recycled them. Now, look, I hate doing this because I already hate punching down with Cal. And I'm a nice guy. And I'm really punching down with this Scabs guy. But he said my name, Jim. So right after he said that, he started going in on Caleb for being wait for it, Jim, because no one has ever talked about this before, a virgin. Good thing that wasn't a recycled take. Way to keep things fresh, Johnny, who also apparently can't call your show because he, quote, can't do PG radio. Right. Yeah, it has nothing to do with half the time you can't even get past Hawk, and whose most famous time getting on the show was during your self-gloss segment as the, quote-unquote, helmet scuffer. Look, the point of here is not to bury a non-factor as much as just to say, look, this is fun for me. I'm just getting my reps in before the big day. I also love that people who can't actually get on the show themselves and that sound like they're giving birth when they're on the line with you want to give other people advice about calling. Stay in your lane, fellas, and keep my name out your mouth. Unless, of course, you're saying nice things about me.
Chris! Shark! My man, get out of the water. Get to safe land. Swim, Chris! Shark! What we do is, on award show, sometimes the Jaws music comes up. That means get the hell off the stage. Your time is up. But I don't want to run him. That's my hedge. I didn't run him. I didn't take his golden ticket. He still has that. He ran out of time. Call was fine. It was good enough. He just went too long. But he took my advice to heart. If you're a golden ticket recipient, use it. Use it or lose it. You have to re-earn it. Just having it's not enough. Hey, Adam. I'm going to let you send me to break really quickly. All right, so essentially that segment was for you because that segment was in reaction to you last week. So as I go to break, I would like your reaction to them and your reaction to that segment as EP.
That was a truly pathetic segment by Canada.
There is your triple down. If I were you, Hawk, I'd walk off on that. You are getting closer to getting your name back, Hawk. A truly pathetic segment. He is now triple down, Canada. And Chris in Toronto is already being glossed DA in Toronto. I bet if you pick up my man right now, he's still going. All right.